These words are for the sons and daughters of the Great Mother. Now, I was just lying here. I'm off today from work, and then all of a sudden, this is not even long. It's just short. And the Great Mother said she wanted me to tell you this. It's really short, right quick. And it was when the words were given to me, it was at 6:13 a.m. and today is 9/27/2024. And this is for the sons and daughters of the Great Mother. And it says, Sons and daughters of the Great Mother, this message I bring to you is tried and true. Your chariots await you. Your angels are coming after you. And she said this. I wrote it. And she wanted me to talk to her sons and daughters. Now, she just wanted me to talk to you from my heart. I didn't write anything. She just wanted me to talk to you. And what I have to say is that, excuse me and bear with me because I am so overwhelmed with joy, because out of everyone in this whole entire universe, world, planet, realm, land, or whatever we may call this place, she took the time out to choose me just for this time at this day here. I'm not really sure what all is going to happen. I only know what she tells me. And I want you to know that, like I said before, I have never met any one of you and laid my eyes physically on you. But at some point, we knew each other. We just forgot, and we were separated at some time. But it's a gathering now. And she sent me as her vessel to talk to you, to love you, to shower the love that she has. But I'm here in a physical, and she's here in the spiritual. And I want to tell you that I really feel this love for you that I can't explain it, because I never laid eyes on you. But I do know that what I just said, it has to be true. We were supposed to watch over one another as we were separated. And now it's time for us to gather again. And I just want you to know, it will be such a joy, an overpowering, overshadowing joy when we get to see one another face to face, and we get to embrace one another and talk about our struggles here, all of our experiences, everything that we went through, whether it was rough, because I know some of us had it really rough, the things that we can remember. For myself, what I must share is that I don't remember all of my past lives, but at some point I guess we will remember. I'm not sure. The only thing I can remember is of the things that I know now. And I know I have been through some hard times here and there, but what I do know, it was never as bad as some of our brothers and sisters have had it very, very roughly. And at some point we signed up and we agreed to be on our mission and do the things that we needed to do. And some of us have completed what we had to do before. And then my time was to come at the end time, because that was my promise. That was my duty. This is my assignment. And it is to see the sons and daughters of the Great Mother, my sisters and brothers of light, my celestial family, at this time, to assist, to do what I'm supposed to do to get you back where we once came from, to go back and experience life ever so beautiful, because we have gone through a whole lot. And I just want you to know that from my heart, I really love you. And the Great Mother wanted me to just talk to you. I didn't write anything down. It just came from my heart. And she wanted me to share that to you. And now that this journey is just done and we have completed our mission, and it's time to go back and be at peace and be at rest in a new kingdom. What I do know about myself is that it's my feeling, because I know there's righteous that will be here in the new kingdom. They will be here. That they will be wherever they can be. But this place, I don't know exactly what the Great Mother's gonna do to it. I don't know. But I know when she comes through here, it's gonna be a wrath unlike no other. I mean, there's no words to explain that either. But she just wanted me to talk to you. And so what I do know about myself is the eternal realm is where I'm from, and I will return back there. But it's such a beautiful thing where you can always visit, because we had that connection where we could go from place to place, travel from time to time, do what we wanted to do, come and see and oversee our brothers and sisters who were lower. You was able to come down, but if you was on at a lower realm, you couldn't go travel up until you brought yourself up to a higher. But I'm not really sure exactly where mine is. I just know it's up above the righteous. So how far up, I don't have a clue. How far up the eons it is, I don't know. But we had that ability, and it is so wonderful to know that we don't have to endure this anymore. This has been the lowest that the Great Mother had let us go. She refused to let us go drop down anymore. But this video is just me speaking to you, because as Our Lady, the Great Mother, told me to give you those words, and she just wanted me to talk to you. She just wanted me to say something to you heart to heart, so you can feel my spirit. You can feel if I could touch, if it touches and it resonates and it illuminates you to your very soul. And you comment and you tell me how you feel, because that's the only way that I can connect with you, because you're not physically, I can't see you. I don't know where you are. I just can feel your vibe by you chiming in on the comments and telling me how you feel, what you think, what you know. Like the Bible verses that some of the sisters would leave out here. Now, my videos, I know they've been messing with them, because it'll say I'll have such and such views, and I only get, because I'm not all that popular, and that's fine. But when you're doing something for the Great Mother and it is tried and true, they will do all they can to limit or try to mask what is going on. But if I was somewhere shaking my ass for cash, or I was doing something simple, or doing something to bring down the vibrations, or to do something to say something negative to you, and if I was here to disrespect my brothers and call them niggers and all kinds of names, and show how angry I am, and say horrible, offensive things to my brothers and disrespect them, oh yeah, I will have many views, because that's what they wanted to do in the first place. it was all set up to separate the sisters and brothers, the sons and the daughters, because they know that if we were together the way we should be, it was a force between us that would sever this whole place. And they knew that. So they aimed to break up our family all the time. That's what they aimed to do. They was never going to let us be in the light the way we supposed to have been. So they did stuff like every time you turn around, we would see something. You notice how before they wasn't trying to show no biracial couples. Oh, they was against that stuff. Now all of a sudden they're all over the place because they made it their business to show you that garbage so that they can keep a wedge between us. But they didn't know what they were doing. They don't know who they dealing with when they dealing with our mother. She is intelligence. And that word doesn't even do her any justice. She is intelligence beyond their wildest imagination. We are just like her, an image of our mother. That the reason why I speak about our mother so much is because she was the only side that wasn't getting no respect. She never got any respect. They did everything that they could do possibly to keep us from ever knowing about her. But they couldn't stop it because they reigned. When it was time for them to do what they had to do, they went beyond and above. They weren't supposed to slaughter us and treat us like that. When those Gentiles was going to cleave to the sons and daughters of the Great Mother, because the Great Mother is love, after she showed her other side, because she going to show that side. And like my great-grandmother says, they're going to curse the day and damn the hour that they were however they came here, they're going to curse that day and damn the hour that they were here. And the things that they did when they were here, they shall curse the day and damn the hour that they ever thought about it, because their father put them up to that. And that leads me to this video that I have to get out some more stuff about the Gentiles, and then this dude that chimed in on my videos, on the Great Mother's page. This belongs to us. I ain't claiming this for myself. And he sent something, and it was something like this. He said, "Well, thank you for sharing." And then he said, about the Great Mother. And then he said, the next thing I know, he chimes back in, and it's different now because it was two more things he said. He said, God is a man. And then he tells me that I needed to run to the Father. Well, I wasn't mad at him because he was leaving his comments. I leave all that stuff alone, and I think on the lines of our mother, and I'm trying to remain the best way I can here to be just like her. I want to think like her. She is uncorrupted, so therefore I can't bring corruptibility anywhere because I represent her. So I have to move with grace and prestige. And it leads me to say this. So when I speak, I have to think like this, and I'll say this. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in her sight. And it says, "Oh Lord, my strength and my redeemer." But I just want to say the Great Mother is my strength and my redeemer. So when she leads me through her light, I follow that light because it illuminates and it's so bright. And I have to roll with her. And so, but there's times that she's giving me things to say, but she's not carnal. She's not flesh. She's all spirit, and she's light. But here in the carnal mind and the carnal flesh, sometimes my mind goes elsewhere. And that's why I say when I say certain things, I say, "Oh, the Great Mother didn't say that one. That came from me," because she never gives me any words that is offensive, because that's not her. That be me sometimes. When I be saying some things, that's myself. But this time she chimed in because I was trying to write something to respond to him because he started to pop off these scriptures to me. And he asked me what was the great mother's who was she at this present time. So I told him Sophia. That's who I said, because that's who I could think of, because Sophia, he could find Sophia. He may dig around and find Barbie Lowe, or he may, or Pistis, but I gave him Sophia. And when I gave him Sophia, because I didn't give him any goddesses, because until he put that thing about the Father, so then I had to put some things up there. So then he was like, Jesus said this and Jesus said that, and Jesus said you must go after the Father because the Father is the truth, and he said the Father is truth and the light. So I stopped right there. I didn't said a few things, and that was it. Oh, so I was going to leave it alone, because I was going to explain to you something that somebody was saying, and I feel that the energy was directed at me. So I tuned her out, him and her. But the Great Mother had given me some things yesterday while I was at work, and I was just writing it down, and I finished it yesterday. And I haven't put it out yet, but I will put it out. Some things came from me, and some of that stuff came from the Great Mother, and I'll share that with you. When I put it on the video, I will share that with you. But anyway, the Great Mother wanted me to speak to you without writing anything from her. She just wanted me to talk to you from my heart. And my heart tells you, and her ever-glowing, loving green light, and in her bright, shining light of illumination and the vibrations that I feel is nothing but pure love in its purest essence and its purest strength. I just feel that for you. I can't even explain how. I just know that I do. And I can say it. And it's absolutely genuine. This is how I feel about you, sons and daughters of the Great Mother. And I'm going to stop now because that's all I could think to say at this time. But I just wanted to do this because she asked me to do that. And whatever she asks me to do, I try to follow her. I'm not perfect, so sometimes I be tripping a little now and then, and I'll say, Great Mother, bear with me. But anyway, again, I just want you to know that I love you. And let me share one more thing with you before I go. It's something that I had no clue, because one day I was watching one of my brother Adir's videos, me and my son, and all of a sudden, the Great Mother's spirit comes down on me. And I went and got my pen and my pad. And I'll read that to you also. Then all of a sudden, the Great Mother says to me, she says, Sharice, she said, you'll be surprised of what your name means if it's spelled right. Because my name is spelled Charisse. And she said, look up Charis and leave off the SSE. So she said, you'll be surprised what your name means. And then she chimed in. I started to write because that was just something that she was giving to me. Okay, so I look up my name, and it means, with the taking off the SSE, because she said if it's spelled right, Charis. It's in the Bible. I had no idea. At first I saw 140 times, and I saw 150 times, and it means grace. And it threw me back because I carried this name around with me for 57 years, because that's how old they say I am. But we never age. We just picked up their garbage. But anyway, I carried this name around with me for this long, and I had no clue that that's the way it was supposed to be. These names are given to us. Before we came down here, they were just given to us. And just look up the name because that's the great mother told me that. I had no idea. My mother named me this after this dancer, Sid Charisse. Now that's her last name, but it's spelled Charisse. And I think it's French. I believe it is. But the great mother told me otherwise. But anyway, again, I love you from the from I'm not going from my heart. I just love you. I really do. And I feel this sense of warmth about you and this glow about you. I just can't explain it. I try to, but the words doesn't know justice. But sons and daughters of the great mother, again, I just want you to know that I love you. And that's all I have to say.